The fitness industry has been feeding you false information for years now. Your favourite gym influencer has spread nothing but poison to your mind. But what exactly have they been spreading? By the end of this video, you'll be able to separate the shit content and the information that is actually useful for you. Whether they realise it or not, all content creators are role models to their audience. They have a large influence on their audience's life decisions, how they sleep, eat and train. The information that they spread will either help and change someone's life or damage it and send them on a downhill spiral. Sam Sulek has blown up in the fitness industry for his insane physique, hardcore mindset and raw unfiltered content. However, how good of a role model actually is he? Only a few years ago, Sam Sulek was just another young lifter grinding away in the gym. He wasn't a professional bodybuilder nor a fitness influencer, just a normal guy with an insane work ethic, a love for lifting and a unique approach to fitness. At first, Sam's content was low effort and unpolished. He posted raw footage of his daily vlogs, workouts and what he ate. Unlike mainstream influencers, Sam didn't edit out any of his junk food meals or his bad training days. He kept it real, and this became a signature style of his. His short clips of heavy, old school workouts and insane mass building routines started popping up all over TikTok and Instagram. His physique stood out, massive, cartoonishly thick, yet lean. People started wondering how he achieved this physique whilst eating what he was eating. He had a relatable, yet extreme personality. His mentality to just lift and eat resonated with young lifters. TikTok and Instagram brought him his initial fame. However, he soon moved to YouTube, where he posted car vlogs, where he talked about training whilst eating fast food, which became oddly addictive to viewers. His extreme eating habits, intense workouts, and low-key freaky aesthetic turned him into a meme in the fitness industry. Gym culture embraced his eat big, lift big mentality, leading to constant reposts, fan edits, and viral clips. He never tried to go viral, it just happened organically, because people found his content unique. As his following exploded, big names in the fitness industry started paying attention. Others criticised his reckless eating habits, PED use, and lack of structured advice for young lifters. Whether people loved him or hated him, they couldn't ignore him. I can see why people see Sam Sulek as a role model. His work ethic and dedication. He trains intensely and consistently, motivating others to keep working hard. He shows that results come from hard work, without shortcuts. He's authentic and transparent. No fake social media persona. He keeps it raw and unfiltered. He doesn't sugarcoat the struggles of fitness, which makes him relatable. You have to be careful when you make someone like this your role model, because as much as he promotes his work ethic and dedication, he makes serious questionable health choices. Sam Sulek's diet is definitely not recommended by any health professionals, and here's exactly why. His diet consists of highly processed foods. He often eats fast food, frozen meals, and high-calorie snacks like cheeseburgers, fries, pizza, and energy drinks. These foods lack essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which are essential for long-term health. An extremely high-calorie intake. He consumes over 5,000 calories a day to maintain his size. While this works for someone with his level of muscle and training intensity, it is not sustainable or suitable for most people, especially beginners. Young lifters might copy his diet, thinking they need to eat as much as him, leading to massive weight gain and potential metabolic issues. His videos lack nutritional education. He never emphasizes micronutrients, eating a balanced diet, or the importance of whole foods. There's little focus on sources of lean protein, healthy fats, or complex carbs, which are essential for performance and overall health. Viewers might think that as long as they can train hard, they can eat anything, which is so misleading and absolute rubbish. I'm tired of hearing the phrase, calories in versus calories out. No, you're killing your body and you're restricting your body of vital micronutrients that it needs for its health. So just because your body looks good on the outside doesn't mean that inside it's going to be healthy and running well, which at the end of the day is more important to live a long and healthy life. The risks of people following a diet like his can lead to poor long-term health. A diet high in processed foods, sodium and saturated fats give you an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and a higher blood pressure. Also, a lack of fiber can cause digestive issues and poor gut health. This diet sets a bad example for young lifters. Beginners might think that eating dirty is the best way to bulk, leading to excess fat rather than lean muscle development. They might ignore proper meal planning and nutritional balance, which is essential for proper fitness progress. You have to think about the importance of longevity. It's not just about getting big fast. It's about staying strong, healthy, and lean for a number of years. His diet might work in the short term, but it is not a long-term approach to health and fitness. I have a lot of respect for Sam, as he's an extremely hard-working man. However, as a role model, he needs to realise that his videos reach an insane amount of young people, and it's really damaging their perspective and views on health and fitness. What if I told you that most of the things you see today in the fitness industry are designed to keep you misinformed? All because of money. The fitness industry should be about health, strength, and longevity. Instead, it's turned into a cash grab. Are young lifters actually learning how to get fit? Or are they just being sold an illusion? The problem is, money comes over truth in the fitness industry. Social media is flooded with influencers who are pushing supplements, workout programs, and meal plans. But do they even use them? Many influencers fake their results, and they actually use performing enhancing drugs and claim to be natural. And then they promote some useless product to a young audience. How many times have you seen a fitness influencer who's absolutely massive and shredded and definitely on performance enhancing drugs try and sell you a workout program? Because if you're not taking those drugs, how are you supposed to get that big? Misinformation spreads quicker than science. Quick fix content gets clicks rather than proper, valuable content which is ignored. TikTok and Instagram are filled with so much conflicting information which is so confusing for young lifters, rather than one account telling them the proper information, training, and longevity. For example, have you ever seen a video that says, do this and you'll get abs? Abs aren't just made in the gym. You have to be eating correctly because they're also made in the kitchen. Supplements and gym culture are more about sales than health. The supplement industry is a billion-dollar scam which profits off people who think they need protein powder, pre-workout, and fat burner to get into shape. The truth is that supplements only support a good diet, not replace it, but companies don't want you to know that. Young lifters often end up prioritizing the wrong things, buying unnecessary products instead of focusing on proper nutrition and training. The impact on young people's views on fitness. It creates unrealistic expectations which result in frustration and quitting. Young lifters compare themselves to influencers who are on a crap ton of drugs, who pump themselves with PEDs every single day. It is not attainable to get that physique without using drugs. Young people chase fast results, and when they don't see them, they end up quitting before they even built any strength up. You have 17-year-olds thinking that they need to take steroids because they want to look like their favourite influencer, because they don't know what they can achieve naturally. Young people focus on aesthetics over health. The fitness industry sells the idea that it is more important to look good than to be strong and healthy on the inside. Instead of focusing on longevity and functional fitness, young people chase over-reliance on performance-enhancing drugs, short-term aesthetics over long-term health, and extreme cutting and bulking cycles. Young people are now training for social media and not for progress. Fitness has become about posting the perfect gym clip instead of actually making progress. People ego lift, risk injuries, and focus on viral trends instead of following a structured, science-based workout program. They have the thought process now that why does it matter if I'm strong and healthy if I look good? Bruh. With all the garbage floating around on social media, how do you actually find real science-backed fitness advice? Most of what you see online is designed to sell you a product, whether it's useless supplements, a terrible workout program, or an awful meal plan. But I'm going to quickly tell you where you can actually find real good information that actually works. Overhyped supplement companies. 90% of beginners don't even need any supplements. Companies use influencer sponsorships to push things like pre-workout and protein powders. But you don't actually need this to begin with. What you actually need is to find a structured diet which has good whole foods and good nutritional value, which is going to optimize your growth. Supplements should only be a small part of your fitness plan. Focus on real food first. Outdated fitness myths. Carbs make you fat. No, you need carbs if you're performing at a high intensity to use for energy. Overeating and excess of calories is what makes you fat. You have to train every day to grow. No, you don't. Rest and recovery is just as important as training. Lifting heavy makes you bulky. No. To gain muscle, it takes years of hard work. So you're probably wondering now, where can you find real health and fitness advice? Apart from me, obviously. I get my information from science-based educators. One of my favourite evidence-based YouTubers is Jeff Nippard. He uses actual studies to explain workouts and nutrition, trusted websites and research-based resources. The best fitness knowledge doesn't come from influencers, I guess like myself. It comes from scientists who actually do the research themselves. So these are the 3 best websites that I use to find my information. Examine.com breaks down supplements, nutrition, and fitness. Stronger by Science deep dives into training methods and muscle building. And if you want raw science behind fitness and nutrition, use PubMed. The fitness industry is full of distractions, but now you know exactly where you can get real information. Don't be fooled by the quick fix. Trust me, trust science, and be patient, and focus on what actually works.